Welcome back to Shadows Awakening, where we're picking up exactly where we left off last time. I should note that if I ever bother doing stuff off screen, I will try to mention that. I can't imagine in a game like this I'm actually gonna be grinding, but I don't really know for sure. And if I do stuff like that, I will let you know if I've been fussing around, and I'll just try to review it really quickly when I do. So we're just gonna pick up where we left off, get going here, do a little bit of exploring. We're continuing to get out of the initial starter dungeon here. I just want to make sure that I haven't missed anything. Sanctuary, don't need it. And as you can see here, when we switch to this realm, we've got some walls crumbled down that we can navigate through. And by the look of things, we're going to have a little bit of an initial introduction to puzzle solving here, but in the meantime, it's looting time. Spiders. Why always spiders? Okay, so this is one thing here. You'll notice that the real world freezes when I switch to the shadow world. And so that's going to let us navigate across things like this, but it's not going to let us navigate easily because you can't rapid switch there. So you can see I tried to double tap, didn't work for me.
I shall show thee true power.
Alright, settle down, dude. You just stopped a platform. Alright, so there we go. We have navigated. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check in the... there's no items there. It doesn't look like anything's lootable there in the real world. But I gotta make sure that I remember to switch between characters. So that we don't miss things. Hello. Well, fuck all that. But I do happen to know that this particular spider thing here can only be targeted by this guy in the, her shield rather, can only be targeted by him in this realm here. Now we're going to wait until we can punch off another freeze, and then we're going to switch, and we're going to give her a little bit of fire here. And then we're going to try to get her off of us by summoning this guy. And now it's just burn time. Wow, he is kind of a pansy. Not crazy about that. Okay, let's get this guy frozen again. Okay, she is a little bit flimsy. I'm seeing that. Although this spider is going down. Okay, thanks for the alert there. I'm just going to switch real quick. We'll freeze him down again, give ourselves a healing opportunity, and then kill that guy. The combat is lackluster, but I've got to acknowledge it is very early on in the game, so it could conceivably get a lot better as we go and we unlock new abilities and whatnot. There you go. It's standard assembly there. First little mini-boss we gotta get past. But I do think that they could do potentially some interesting things with that mechanic where we're switching in between, and hopefully I'll become a little smoother at that. A little bit clunky with my timings and whatnot right now. But let's just see if there's anything here that we should be picking up. Doesn't look like it. We did get another staff here though. We got this Staff of Air. 8 to 12 ice damage and air. That's a bit of a weird mix. Oh, no, never mind. It does do lightning damage. I was just looking down there. Okay, so this actually gives us 2 damage types. I would say a lot of the time, you know, I'd rather have that because obviously if something is resistant to your primary attack, you know, you want a little bit of added damage there. This is a like-for-like swap out, just switching us to air, but her abilities are fire, so this gives us a bit of damage from every category. I kind of like that. That makes sense to me. We don't have anything else. It's going to actually show us when we have new stuff in different categories here. As you can see, it's showing us that we picked this up as well. Doesn't matter, he can't use it. Okay, so there we go. We are rolling with our lightning staff, and okay, so we can't get out of here. We can get through here with this dude.
This must be the cenotaph the hooded man spoke of. Its power reaches shadow. There is much I might do here. This cenotaph is erected upon the graves of many dead mortals. It shall be easy to gate weave back to this place, should I find another such monument. And I sense a gate here already. The hooded man's work, mayhap. It must be the way out he mentioned.
All right, so yeah, this is going to be our fast travel system. I am, however, not going to leave the room with a bunch of unlooted sarcophagi. Give me that silver. Okay, nothing else, nothing I'm missing. Okay, so interesting. These characters cannot use these. All right, so yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's just explaining how these work. But these are your basic waypoints, obviously. Forgotten Tombs, where we are. House, cellar, where we're going. And I'm hoping that world map gets a lot bigger, but we'll see. I love... And by that I mean, you know, just the artistic style of it. You know, it's got that interesting kind of a little bit Middle Eastern, you know, a little bit maybe like you know, Persian look to it. Okay, so here we've got nothing to do over here right now, as far as I know. What's this? A lesser hex mark, you say? Okay, yeah. Okay, so these are our socketables. Now, I wonder if we have different socketables for his gear versus hers. Okay, so it costs 6 silver to add an essence. Which it looks like we maybe can't do that here. Unless I were to maybe potentially look at my interface for a second and realize that we can. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, look, it has 2 layers of lifesteal. So lifesteal on critical, which gives a higher yield, or lifesteal on every hit, which gives a lesser yield. And obviously the essence is going to work differently depending on what you put it in, which I like. Okay, there's some move speed modifiers. I'm going to enjoy that in the real world because he's a little bit quicker than they are. So I'm going to want to use that blood probably to increase her move speed. And this I'm going to potentially use for him, I guess. He doesn't necessarily need a lot more armor. Alright, well let's just socket this, give him a little bit of critical lifesteal for now. 6 silver, and there we go. And I do want to go to her stuff. She doesn't have boots. Right. So I'm going to save that other essence because I don't know whether you can just swap them in or out. It probably told me. It wasn't paying attention. I'll figure it out. But let's have a look around here. First thing I do when I come into the world, smash all the shit in somebody's basement. Okay, that looks like something's going to crawl out of there. Wow, nothing? Please, game. Don't do me like that. Alright, the ladder is not the way.
Thou knows this place?
It's the regional garrison at Thole, or it was. It lies in ruins. Was there a war? No. These stones fell centuries ago.
Thou hast been dead a long time, mortal.
Then what has become of my mother's empire? Were we victorious? Has the Garulian god empress fallen?
No answers from our demon friend there, so potentially that's something we'll kind of have to figure out. Silver ring, level 3. We can take a look at it, but we're not able to wear it yet. Okay. Gives us some attack rating, a little extra damage against undead. And of course an essence slot. I do like that it looks like there is going to be enhancement slots on pretty much everything we pick up, including, you know, simple stuff. City of Outcasts. Alright, so we got another Codex entry here. It's going to tell us where we are. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want to read it. Principles of gate weaving. Okay, we already had that one. Oh, I can't break these big barrels.
More.
Okay. How much more? Silver ring. Is that just exactly the same thing? Yes. Yes, it is. Let's just have a look around. Yeah, okay, see? We have to remember to do that. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so he's the guy who's gonna... What does he do with the well? Sweet fuck all, it seems. Except waste money. Damaged iron helm. Okay, so he's armoring up. That's interesting. Oh, he's not. Okay. Okay, that is interesting. So he can pick up gear. So you can... Yeah, it looks like the characters can pick up gear in the Shadow Realm or in the real world that's usable by the opposite character only. That is interesting. I actually didn't expect that. I expected him to be kind of restricted to finding shit that he could use. So that's kind of cool. Vaguely interesting. Alright. So there we go. We've had a look around. I guess we haven't had a look at everywhere, so we probably should because we don't want to be missing stuff. Alright. So off we go into the city. Let's have a look. Apparently she's been away for almost 400 years, so let's go find out what the city is like these days.
Perched atop an ancient stone plateau, amidst the red sands of the Outlands, lies the city of Thole. Centuries ago, it was a major garrison for the Gerulian Empire, and there may even have been a settlement prior to this era. These days, Thole is a city of thieves and outcasts. Fugitives of all kinds come here to avoid complications in neighboring nations. Not everyone in Thole has a price upon his head, but no one who dwells here is innocent. The Guild of Steel like to call themselves mercenaries, protecting the few caravans that ply their trade across the desert. Yet those that do not pay for their protection find the Guild equally adept at brigandage. The Guild of Silk call themselves merchants, and do indeed sell all manner of goods and trinkets, though it is best not to ask them from whence they came. A vast stone gate is all that remains of the barbican that once defended these walls. Now, it guards the city of Thole once more from the horde of nomads that besiege it. For 3 years, I have been hiding here amid the detritus of the heretic kingdoms. But it is only a matter of time before my former allies locate me, and I am running out of places to hide.
I should be the one to talk for us here.
The Haradrim gonna find... I mean, sorry, that... I'm getting my old man narrators mixed up.
I demand an immediate audience with the Imperator of Thole.
Imperator? No one has held that title for 300 years.
Then you are in charge of Thole?
I am Duke Darmok Cadasta, Intendant of Thole.
On whose authority do you rule?
I am a vassal of Baron Tar Avenger. And you are?
You may call me Evia. I am visiting Thole incognito to pursue a personal matter, so I would appreciate your discretion.
If this is about vengeance, I ask you that you keep your dueling from the streets. It is bad enough that we are besieged without duels breaking out.
Thole is under siege.
Indeed, a horde of nomads under the command of an exiled Taimurian berserker.
Thole's defenses have protected it from assault for centuries.
Aye, and the city shall not fall under my watch. Welcome to Thole, Evia. I will keep my eye on you. Te Ma Al Ortas.
300 years.
I am confused by how that guy just kind of pops out of nowhere. Like, I assume that not everybody who rocks up to the city gets the Baron popping over with a teleport spell to, welcome them to town. So it's possible that he has some kind of like little, buzzer that goes off when some ancient princess is returned from the dead in his general area. Could describe what's going on. Alright, well, here we are. We're in the city of Thole. Once again, I do like how things look. I like the level design. This place has a great feel to it. And according to that intro that we just saw, it's basically like Alaska, but in the desert. So, let's have ourselves a wander around and see who we can talk to.
How did you come to be like this, little Ishkai?
Please, if they see you talk to Shakik, please go.
Alright.
You seem lost. Maybe you should go talk to Arshad at the Guild of Silk.
I find it interesting that a lot of the characters in this have a little bit of a Scottish accent, or that kind of thing. I gotta tell you, from the Scottish folks I know, Irish folks as well, they would not survive in a sunny place like this. I can't imagine a thriving civilization of pallid Celts surviving out here.
My weapons are the finest around, and unlike Morphew, I respect my patrons.
This guy's got some beef with Morphew, apparently. Yeah, okay. His weapons are apparently not cross-class. Everything here is for brawn, not brains. Okay, we can't talk to everyone. Instead, we're firing magic past them, which they fortunately are.
So soon. Good, good.
Actually, I've been gone for 375 years. What do you got? Anything new? Okay, so here's our this seller. And actually, if I recall correctly, we did have some crap to sell. Or I thought we did. I thought we had 2 stabs of fire. Maybe we don't. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, well, whatever. I don't want to sell my staff of fire. You never know when you're going to need it.
If you need armor, try Akram's store.
Oh, thanks, mate. I will.
Always good to see you, friend.
Okay, I assume he just says that to everyone and probably doesn't know who the hell I am. Okay, this is the armor guy. Didn't he tell me Akram? This guy's got armor? Okay, well, whatever. This guy's Rabbath. Guard hasn't taken any time to figure out people's names, I guess. Mage cloak. Okay, I am dramatically short on money here. I think the merchants are maybe going to be something that I... Oh, he's the captain of the guards.
We may be besieged, but I won't tolerate any transgressions in my city.
Interesting. Okay. I will keep my transgressions discreet. Oh, here we go. Another codex entry. The origin and nature of shadow. Alright, once again, not going to read it, but feel free to pause and check it out yourself. I do sort of hope that that there is a bit of lore, and I might actually do that off camera, like,
Sure, my
you know,
friend.
read through
You
and try to
tire
get
of
an
touring the
idea.
city streets in search of someone to buy your unwanted goods. Look no further. I will buy quality goods from you at prices that are more than fair.
Okay. Fence over here, I guess. I don't really have anything to sell. Oh, he sells... Yeah, he sells pendants. Interesting. Once again, I gotta earn some money. I'm not even gonna torment myself looking at that shit. Oh, look at this. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's our fast travel point. I'm actually gonna take a quick look around the area. The temptation to freeze these assholes is pretty strong right now. But I'm not gonna... Oh, wow, look at that. The pack beast apparently exists in the world of shadow as well. What have we here?
At last, another soul. You must help me.
Thy premise is flawed, but thou mayest continue.
I
am, or was at least, a scrying mage. I foolishly let my husband use my skills to help him steal from the Guild of Silk. He forbade me from joining the Order, but I didn't want to stay in Thole my whole life. Although, as it turns out, that's exactly what did happen.
What dost thou want?
To be at peace. To be avenged against my murderous husband. On my body is a rare piece of silk my husband stole. If you show it to the captain of the guards, his thievery will be revealed and I will be avenged. Will you take the evidence to the guards and bring my wretch of a husband to justice?
Okay. Well, I guess, I mean, it's not like we got a lot of conversation options here. Yeah, sure, we'll...
As thou wishest, spirit. Where art thy body?
Ask my drunken husband, Taupe. I'll bet he's desperate for someone to dispose of it.
Okay, so we just rock up and we're like, hey man, heard you killed your wife, or have your wife's body. Can we have that, please? Just need to rummage the pockets a little bit. Alright. Search around, but yeah, definitely it is proving 100% that we want to... Oh, look at this. Oh, this is our item stash. Okay, cool. Alright, well, we have nothing to stash. Oh, hello. Okay, we got Reese back here. We can shop. What does he have? Right, okay, so he's basically the dude that's gonna sell, presumably buy. Does he buy? Yeah, so he actually trades silver. That's interesting. And he has some more soul stones too. Nice. There are a lot of layers of configuration for your character here to customize stuff, and I do like that. Okay, simple shield. I realize I'm kind of flailing around a bit. I'm trying to define like an area that I search, and then we'll move on from there. Because I don't want to just take off with one character and kind of miss a bunch of stuff with the other.
What others have begun, Evia shall finish.
Yes. Okay. Oh, hey, Morphew, you're the guy that other dude
Weapons,
didn't
armor,
like.
supplies, the best prices, unbeatable quality.
Your goods are evidently quite poor. How exactly are they of unbeatable quality?
Nothing better without leaving Thole, Mom. And that's a promise.
Indeed, but not much of one.
Okay, he's a bit of an info merchant as well, apparently.
Do you know anything of use, merchant?
Tell you what, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I need to collect the weekly tariffs from Wani and Rabbi Thantesset, only they're never keen to pay up. Someone like you could compel their compliance rather well, don't you think? If you get the money, I'll tell you something useful. You came back? Wonderful!
That's a bit of a misdesign there. Yes, I am still standing here.
How is the siege affecting the people of Thole?
Many fled before it began, but my guild and the Guild of Steel are rather stuck here. It's not exactly a ghost town, but it's eerie seeing the old hostel abandoned. No one's been inside since I don't know when. You came back? Wonderful!
Okay, so it looks like he's a merchant of all sorts of crap. Interesting. Okay, so he's given us what looks like a shakedown quest here. So we can basically look now. So we're looking for the hooded man that summoned us, and this is her personal story. And I'm interested to find out. I wonder if all those other characters are going to give us storylines as well. That would be pretty cool. That would give us a lot of content, I think. But of course, I'm going to ignore the main quest right now because we are picking up some other crap to do. So eye for an eye, investigate the murder in the abandoned hostel. Did he mention Man, I gotta pay more attention. Alright, first things first. This is gonna be the easiest thing. Let's just collect some cash from these locals here.
I'm here to collect the tariff for Morphew.
No need. I've already paid him.
I have little patience for liars, merchant.
Well, you can't blame me for trying. Here, take it. Think of me when you have goods you do not need.
You know what? I will.
I'm here to collect the tariff.
Oh, is it time for that already? Very well, here you go.
Much obliged, merchant.
Take care, friend.
I will say, this is not the most creative questing, but I do appreciate how pliant these
I
guys
am here
are.
for the tariff.
Ah, I had wondered about that. Please, give Morphew my regards.
How surprisingly compliant.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Like, why didn't Morphew just... Whatever. We're getting into MMO territory for, like, why didn't he walk 10 feet to do this himself?
No one beats me on price, friend.
Oh, apparently he doesn't owe me anything. Okay. Sorry, man.
May all
bad.
your endeavors be...
Return to Morphew. Oh, okay, we're done. We're done. Okay.
You came back? Wonderful.
Your money, merchant.
You have my gratitude. So much easier than trying to negotiate with those jackals myself. You wanted information. I can tell you this. If you want to get into the Guild of Steel, Arashad can get you into the cellar. But beware, as the guild has some vicious traps down there. You came back? Wonderful.
Okay,
Come
so
back soon.
either I wasn't listening and didn't notice, but I don't know that I really do want to go into the Guild of Steel. Fortunately, I don't really need a quest for that. The lure of larceny is basically all I need.
There you go. You look strong even for a woman.
Indeed. And you look drunk, even for a man.
Ah, that's funny, lady. The name's Job. Something like that, anyway. Listen, my witch of a wife has been practicing magic in secret. And I told her not to do it, but things went wrong. Anyway, long story short, I put the body in a barrel of salt. I need it taken to the burial grounds so she can be at peace. Oh, I can't take her myself. I'm in no condition to defend myself. I really don't want the guards knowing about this. Shh. You can have all the coins in this pouch if you take that barrel to the burial ground.
This guy is a really shit criminal. Not gonna lie. Completely random person who stands like this, and you're gonna tell me all that.
Where is the barrel?
It's over there somewhere. Is that it? You'll find it.
Okay. So, there we go. Now, that was pretty straightforward. We found the body. Now, that didn't do... For a moment there, I thought, like, oh, hey, maybe we're going to have a scenario where, you know, we start to question whether or not he's telling the truth or whether or not she's telling the truth. That did not give me that feeling. Take the barrel to the captain of the guards or dispose of it in the burial grounds. Yeah, okay, so... I'll be dead honest. As a a stranger to the city, I don't know if I would actually go ahead and do this. I would give them so much writing props if I just got arrested for, like, rocking up with a dead body and a salt barrel. I have a hunch it's not going to go that deep, though.
That looks suspiciously heavy for a soap barrel.
A man named Taupe has been stealing from the Guild of Silk. The evidence is in this barrel, along with his dead wife's body. I suggest an immediate arrest.
No, you got the wrong man. I wouldn't steal from you.
It is done.
He deserves what he gets. I'm eternally grateful for your aid, demon. Now my soul can rest.
And now, I shall feed.
Wait. Does her soul get to rest, or did we just consume her there? I mean, we obviously consumed her, but is that like... Huh, interesting. Okay, well, that was actually kind of interesting overall, right? Like, it basically just did all the legwork and kind of auto-completed everything. I didn't really need to report back. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's convenient, but it's also a little bit... I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But let's have a quick poke around here, just to sort of cover the territory that I did with the Shadow Realm guy. Silk Wardens, Merib the Silk Warden. Okay, well, actually, it looks like we got a lot more people to talk to here before we move on to another area. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. We are sitting at 31 minutes right now. So thanks for watching, and join me next time where we continue exploring in both the Shadow Realm and the real world of Thole. See you then.